We are not fooling around here. I just did a Bible study and it is loading, getting a lot done all at once here because I've got to go eat and I've got a lot to do. I made a ridiculously fun. I mean, they're going to come get me at my appointed time anyway, so you might as well have fun with it. Many will use a worldly intellect and ask, and they do that, how can he be the Antichrist when so many hate him? Well, that's how long of a diatribe I went into. And of course, it all is attached to, well, they don't hate him.
I had an order of pizza.
They pretend to hate him. They all loved him. And I pointed out on the Celebrity Apprentice how those celebrities revered him. They feared him. So, you know. And we've shown this on Angel White. This is the two trumps.
Yeah.
They're giving you the two trumps. A little loud.
Sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
So, and the two trumps and all that, I learned from Angel White's YouTube site, which he came onto my YouTube and lambasted me concerning free will. Never really understood who or what Angel White is. Never speaks. I think it's AI. But you just never know. How do you know? So anyway, we're going to go ahead and get into our rest of the breakdown on The Dark Knight Rises. I think we already did this. Maybe we didn't. Maybe we did not. Michael did Popeye the Sailor, which is his official name. It comes to Beast of Revelation, Great Conjunction, December 31. I think we did do that in the previous one, but I kept it in there. So thank you, Michael, for that. And we're going to go over everything Michael's done. One thing I noticed is remember the exact halfway of iPad Goat is the Day of the Dead? Like, in other words, Trump's got to die. That's why it was the halfway point. It's at his death when that's what iPad Goat 2 is about. It's about the next 9/11. Well, the very middle, well, you just look at it. That was the length of the Dark Knight, 244.32. Look at the halfway point. You got 1221, the Great Conjunction timeline. And you combine that, the way I look at numbers, it's 1221, but you've also got the 216 fused into it, which is 6 times 6 times 6 is 216. So I thought that was ironic while watching. There's the 118 truck that we're going to get. You can't really, because I lay it, if I will get my butt up off the couch, it won't be as distorted. But I'm pretty comfortable on the couch, with pillows and all kind of stuff when I'm watching these movies and breaking them down. I mean, I watched a 2 hour and 44-minute movie. I didn't watch the credits, so let's just say a 2 hour and 34-minute movie. Probably took me 5 or 6 hours to watch it because I'm stopping, videoing, uploading, screenshotting, cropping, emailing. So this was me cropping, and that's 118, but it's at a distance. So when we get to the videos, as soon as this thing uploads, I'll go to my other channel. This is my Bible study channel that I'm on right now. So it needs to upload. And once it starts to upload, I will switch over to my other channel and we will go through all the rest of the videos. Okay? But for now, let's go through the photos. He in Z is Heinz. I don't think that means anything, but I wonder what Heinz Field comes to in gematria. Michael, if you're interested in that. And again, if not, I'll try to get to all this stuff later. But Michael's he's definitely knocking out items we've asked him to knock out already. And I like for him to use his discernment on what he thinks we should, like Popeye. I asked about Popeye. Well, he didn't do Popeye. He did Popeye the Sailor Man, his official name. So I like Michael to do the gematria. The players, all those football players that we're going to see in the video, they were all real NFL football players. And Heinz Ward's the one that's running. He played for the Georgia Bulldogs. Marquise Pouncey is the one that had a baby with my friend Chastity McGrady, who is the younger sister of the NBA Hall of Famer Trace McGrady. I told you that I went to high school with Trace McGrady's, the NBA Trace McGrady's parents. And I told y'all that, I said, well, he's going to be born on the 24th because that was my favorite number. And when I was a kid, and 24 is Jesus in Strong's Concordance. So it's like the Lord was always speaking. Anyway, y'all get the idea. But that's all of the football players. And even Bill Cowher is also standing there. I did not see Troy Polamalu. I looked for him, didn't see him. Some of these guys, I'm not sure who they are. But we'll go over that video also. There's Pouncey, though, right there. He played for the Gators. That's where Chastity met him. He's got a twin brother. Twin. The Pounceys. Twins. That was the last player they showed, too. Interesting. I met those two guys just at a Gator fan day. Went up there. Told them I knew Tracy and all that. Anyway, there's Heinz Ward. There's Bill Cowher, the former Steelers coach in the background. Of course, he's on a big pro football show, CBS This Morning or whatever. These are all made men in the game. There's been Roethlisberger, NFL player. He's playing for the Gotham Got Ham team. Got Ham. I can't believe. And like one of us said, I don't know if it was Michael. I think it was Michael that said it pretty much looks like it's Seattle playing the Steelers. And will that be this year's Super Bowl? Well, that's a super interesting question. I had what I would tell you is a drugstore Illuminati member tell me in the gym, he believes it's all a conspiracy. It's all a setup. He thinks the Bible is fake and all that kind of stuff. And he was telling me, and I was just kind of listening. Okay, gotcha. Right. I'm like, yeah, I've heard your story. I told him, I said, I know what and I, dropped the club name on them. And I said, I know what they believe. And I know what the Gnostics believe. And that's kind of what he was giving me. But he said he thinks it's going to be the Chiefs and the Packers that they've been setting this up for years, which goes back to the original Super Bowl I. So we'll see. It could be Seattle and Pittsburgh. They're in the playoffs. And of course, it could be the Packers and the Chiefs. They're in the playoffs. Once you get in the playoffs, anything can happen. That is eyeliner underneath the mayor's eye. I stood up and walked over to my TV and because I researched it, and they said he does not wear eyeliner. The mayor of The Dark Knight Rises wearing eyeliner. You're going to come across articles that said he does not wear eyeliner. Some people are saying he did. Anybody distracted by that eyeliner he was wearing? Mayor has eyeliner. The Dark Knight sucks. But in one article, they were really trying to make you think it was premium Hollywood, that he's not wearing eyeliner. They're like, he is not wearing eyeliner. Well, you know they can permanently put that on for starters. But if you think that that's the color of his real eye, you got another thing coming. All right, time out. I'm going to go ahead and load this Bible study, which, by the way, a very deep, comprehensive Bible study that was. Y'all need to check that out. All right, so this is the amount of videos we did. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Skimming, roughly counting about, 13, 14, 15 videos. I think we'll go to videos and then we'll come back and do we will come back and do the photos, and then we'll do the comments where we get into Michael's gematria and so forth, which some are in the email preps. So this one here is titled, Not Just Gotham, New York City, the Entire United States and or the World. See, because the movie is centralized like it's just Gotham. And then, of course, Gotham stands for land where goats dwell. So if you're new to the channel, Gotham means land where goats dwell. Goats Town in Old Anglo-Saxon. Gotham meant goat town. Gotham literally means homestead where goats are blah, blah, blah. So it's the land of the goats, which is the whole world. So that's what Bane, of course, is actually doing. And finally, he actually says it.
Experience the next era.
The next era of Western civilization. Well, that's North America, South America. The Americas are the Western world.
Western civilization.
Pretty much says it all, doesn't it? All right. So that took away that mystery. Should I add that? I forgot to add that in the comments. I don't think I got a copyright. I followed the rules, so I think it'll be just fine. Let's go to the next one. Here's what the picture showed. The 18, there's 3 trucks, and none are by accident. The 121 truck is there again. But the 112 truck is shown more, which would be January 12th or November 2nd. Or Revelation 11:2. Hang on just a second. Well, it could be because that goes right. I wish I would have used this in my Bible study. I just did. I'll be doggone. But the court which is without temple, leave out and measure it not, for it is given unto the Gentiles, and the holy city shall be tread underfoot 42 months. Okay. Which that's what tonight's Bible study is. Very deep, very detailed Bible study. And it's still loading. Okay. I guess. I'm sure it's ready. See, when you switch over, when I switch over, it's up. And that's the thumbnail, the Israeli Supreme Court. So it's already got 1 view. So that might be one of y'all that are subscribed to both channels.
All right,
so
let's go on.
Let me share it to my Facebook. I'll be right back. Oh, wow. I thought I'd started recording and I hadn't. Glad I stopped it. So
One is 121 again. It's built into the script.
121 is all over it.
Is heavily in the background, which could stand for
And so I think we just did, I hope I recorded that, where Revelation 11:2, which went with today's Bible study. So I think I'm going to add that to our date just in case. And we're going to go Dark Knight Rises truck number. So now, if 121, you know, is from MLK to Abomination Day of May 19th, what we suspect, then what would the 12th, what would the 12th possibly be? The motive day. So we're not sure about that. But Friday's the 15th, Thursday's the 14th, Wednesday's the 13th. So again, another Till Tuesday day. Wow. All right. Let's continue on and show you how prominent this 112 is.
For November 2nd, but of course, January 12th. And the only other one is 118.
I showed you all the picture of that earlier.
That was you in front of the
Now there's the 112. Here's our 121, but the 112 is in there a lot.
stock exchange, wasn't it? When half the city's cops try to pull.
Well, this one is
Whoops. What an idiot.
121.
That was you in front of the stock exchange, wasn't it?
And so there's the 112. What is that? 246 going by? There's the 118 in the background. That's what I tried to pause a second ago and show you. Was the first election on November 18th? Yes. So way back in the background is the election day, 11/8. That's what's way back there.
Half the city's cops try to pull out of Castle Street to get inflation.
Then he's going to get on the phone, and that 112 is going to be all over the place.
I got two dead witnesses. A lot of questions.
I mean, when they prominently place something numerous times over shoulders and back of heads, that's big time stuff. Big time stuff. Big time stuff. So I'm glad we added it. Glad we added that date. Let's keep going. Now, One World Trade Center, which of course stands for the Antichrist, because after the two Trumps go down, the one rises back up. That is prominently displayed in this movie. I Googled it. It was not completed until 2014. But believe it or not, the entire complex is not completed until 2021. One World Trade Center completed in 2021. The center is planned to open in 2021. World Trade Center site. So let me pause it and get you the exact stuff. That was really busy to go over, but I found September 11th, 2021, St. Nicholas Greek Orthodox. They got a lot of stuff in the planning. They're not supposed to be completed with that until 2037, which is a very interesting number in my world. But notice it points as above, so below, of course, their world. I think that's the only one where I saw the 2021. Ronald O. Perelman Performing Arts Center. That column, data completion. So there's a couple items supposed to be completed in 2021. But I got to thinking, you know, it's Tower 1, Tower 2, Tower 7 that fell, and 12 and 7, of course, are the numbers of the church. 12, the church. 7, the refinement of the church, the cleansing of the church, the cleansing. And I've shown people in my Bible studies all those sevens. You go, he went down and dipped himself 7 times in the Jordan, according to the saying of the man of God, and his flesh became again like unto the flesh of a little child. He was clean. That's why there's so many sevens in Revelation. God is cleansing the earth. He's cleansing his sheep, so on and so forth. And, you know, the 127 is all throughout that number that I was telling you, times by each year, every even numbered year, there's the 127, 127, 127, 127, 127. So it's just something, because my brain always sees numbers, but just something that hit my head concerning the Twin Towers. We are now on 10/29. We got a full moon tonight at 10:28 p.m. Wow. So we can get rid of the 28th, that's for sure. And anyway, let's keep going. One World Trade Center.
Watch how the Antichrist Trump or the One World Trade Center slowly moves to the exact middle. That's where it's heading.
They move it to the middle of the shot.
They zero in on it. It'll be the next shot.
It'll start off
Then
over
watch
here
it
on the
just
left,
drift to the
and as
center,
it's moving to the
as if
middle.
that's the main focus the whole time.
Yeah, of course, the main focus is always Trump. It's there, and it's slowly going to be moving. It's angling to the middle. And that looked a lot like Tenet there. The movie Tenet. They're all wearing masks. Bane's people and the whole Bane thing and the people in the pit. They're all wearing masks. They've all got the masks on. Masks and masks, 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 masks. Because there was a plague that hit back then. Go figure.
The child had a friend,
Everybody's got the masks on.
a protector, who showed the others that this
Mask, 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 mask. Everybody's got masks.
innocence was
Just like today. Eyes without a face. Billy Idol.
their redemption. It was to be prized.
You got no
The mother
human
was not-
grace. Your eyes without a face. Was that song predictive programming about today? Well, we're starting to think so. Well, I goofed up, didn't I? Sure did. Hang on just a second. All right, this one is more proof of mask wearing.
Again with the mask wearing.
a child born in hell.
Now, notice this villain here ended up being the divine feminine. It was the woman the whole time that was in charge, not Bane. Which kind of goes back to that whole Gnostic deal.
Force
But just more people wearing masks, that's all.
suffering.
Because there was a plague back then.
Hardened by
So notice everybody fighting with their masks, you know, during the plague, during the pandemic, when the unrest ensues, perhaps. I don't know. Make sure I don't lose it this time. The billionaire from New York rises. Well, this is just what we've seen, what I've shown in my previous Trump Antichrist videos. But I felt like, you know, you might as well Might as well show it again. There you go. I wonder what that is in the background. Let's look and find out.
The third movie of the Dark Knight trilogy, The Dark Knight Rises, was partially shot around the Marengar Fort. A few scenes included the prison well within which Bruce Wayne is shown to have been imprisoned.
It's called the Marengar Fort. Michael, what do you think? You want to hook that up for us? That might say a lot because it sure is in the background of that movie. Okay. Now, remember how it wasn't clear that he was thought to be dead? Well, we just thought that he was hurt by Bane. No, she literally says, "I thought they killed you." So, just like Palpatine, dead but alive.
For a thief?
Blah, 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 blah. That's a man, baby. Yeah. No, I don't know. Hard to say. You never know. When it comes to Hollywood, folks, expect the worst.
I thought they killed you.
I thought they killed you. So that's clearly showing you that allegedly he was dead.
Oh, yeah.
Deadly wound, but did live. Deadly wound, but did live. Deadly wound, but did live. From the image that speaks to the image of the Antichrist. Not really sure. Can't remember. Let's check it out. Let's check it out, as the Canadians would say. I dated a Canadian girl. Traveling nurse
The
once.
image that speaks.
I'll tell you, I was in love. Love, love, love. Too much.
The image that speaks, potentially. And then One World Trade Tower or Trump Rising right after that in the background.
They go right from what might be symbolic as the image that speaks. Again, this One World Trade Tower is all over this movie, and it wasn't completed. Now I'm going to show you another place where I think it was cryptically placed through a screen right over his shoulder.
It was not completed yet during this movie. It was under construction.
You're boring me.
Peak Cannon guidance mount from the back. Remember where you parked?
Blah, 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 blah. Image that speaks. This is an image of Bruce Wayne. That's an image of what Bruce Wayne is or becomes. That's not Bruce Wayne there. That's not Batman. But it's an image of Batman. Right? I don't know. Could be looking too far into it. There's One World Trade Center right there. Pow. They just go right to it. Go right to it. They go to the image that speaks to the Antichrist. And if you watch my video concerning artificial intelligence, my playlist, and the one that's titled The Voice, which is one of the best ones I've ever done, I got a Facebook memory that I was like, I can't get over how many commercials for The Voice there are on the Trump show, because I was a huge Trump fan. I never missed The Apprentice. Or you know, why are there so many commercials for The Voice of this during this celebrity, during Donald Trump's Celebrity Apprentice? Well, now you know. You had Trump, and then you had the voice, the image that speaks right behind it. Not by accident, folks. Not by accident. There are no accidents.
That was it. Ever so quickly.
Ever so quickly, the guy says. Third person. Never do that. Let's go to the next one. This is titled, Right Over His Shoulder, One World Trade Tower Cryptically Covered. In my opinion, that's what it was. But it's pure speculation. Why wouldn't it be?
I believe that's one.
Why wouldn't that be? Through that mesh? Why wouldn't that be shot with One World Trade Tower in back of them? Are you kidding me? Why wouldn't it be? I think we know that it is.
One World Trade Tower under construction right in back of him through that mesh.
I never did play it in fast motion. Okay. I wish I would have done the whole scene, and maybe I'd do that next. A better view of One World Trade Center. It's only 2 seconds long. Scary. Oh, this is the one. This is the image that speaks. But when it went from that to that, but I was able to slow it down enough for you, so y'all saw it the first time. The Dark Winter Police State.
First time around, I didn't know what it meant when the flags were torn. But now, understanding the dark winter, they're showing you the snow. So that's big.
In other words, when the flags were torn, I just thought that meant America fell. But with snow, then it really gives you the dark winter.
Right about.
Oh.
Now.
That's Dark Winter. That's right. That's straight out of iPad Goat, isn't it? Is that not straight out of iPad Goat too? Straight out of it, isn't it? Snow. Flag torn. Because people have said, oh, that could be nuclear. No, it's snow. It's your dark winter. That's what it is. That's not ash. That's snow on the ground. It's snow in the air. That's your dark winter. And it's dark. Flag torn. So iPad Go to, I mean, the Ghost in the Machine, of course, does it all. Ghost in the Machine, computer animates the whole movie, which tells Christopher Nolan how he's going to shoot the movie. These are not humans putting this stuff together. This is the Ghost in the Machine. This is artificial intelligent computer animation showing you everything. And then telling them if they have any questions. Just like I can ask Google something. Yeah.
Snow.
And then you got the police state. Dark winter, police state. Dark winter, police state. Dark winter, police day, better version. No, police state. Well, it's because I spoke it into the phone.
Snow in the air, American flag ripped to shreds. So this would be your dark.
Police state. And you switch again, more police. So in 2 sections, they showed police, police. Ready to go to war. Or keep cleaning up the city, or cleaning up the streets, whatever you want to say it. Last video. What is it? It's called One World Trade Center ? I got my hands in the air. I don't know. I think that's One World Trade Center there, but I'm not sure. It never on the 4K gives it to me. That's at the very end. He touches that, and I think under construction, that's One World Trade Center. It might not be. Anyway, let's go to the photos. Already got rid of that, so hang on. The mayor with mascara, we did. Ridiculous. Weird. Of course, the 322, Skull and Bones, or Genesis 3:22, talking about man and his knowledge and so forth. 2021 performances, the building which follows, expected completion date of 2021. So that was just something that, you know, so parts of One World Trade Center will be completed this year. 16 acres, 18 years, the status of the World Trade Center complex. In the months following, Sterling, New York was already discussing what it would become. I'm not really sure why I'll put that in. November 3rd, 2024, the building, that's when One World Trade Center opened, okay? And The Dark Knight Rises came out July 20th of 2012. The Dark Knight came out the 18th, July 18th of 2008. Literally went to go see it the eve before I sat. Remember, her marriage number was 88. Sat her down, said we're going to get a divorce. Her and my first wife went to go watch the ABBA movie. Me, my son, and his girlfriend went to go watch Dark Knight Rises on the eve before my second divorce began. Of course, remember, I was an astrologer back then. So the Lord was just letting my world crumble and be nothing. So, let me see here. For now, martial law is in effect. Bain had said that. So we know that's coming. Everybody's wearing a mask. Dark winter. First time snow is on the ground, we see military equipment in the movie. The first time we see snow in the movie, we see the military equipment. The military equipment from who? From Wayne Enterprises. So it's all concerning the Antichrist. Remember when he said with his generals, the calm before the storm, it's his army. It's his military. The United States military has been building, per Eisenhower, the military-industrial complex. The year I was born, he said it, 1961. About 6 months before I was born, he talked about the military-industrial complex has become what it's become because this was always going to be the land of the Antichrist. We got boots on the ground. I watched my wife that I was telling you about, my second wife, my ex-wife. She literally said boots on the ground speaking before the school board. Literally. She said, talking about when they came to do an inspection on the school, instead of doing it by Zoom, they literally wanted to enter the classrooms. And she goes, boots on the ground. And just for privacy matters, I don't think I'm going to show that. Wish there was a way I could do it without you seeing her, that you could just hear it. Well, hang on. I can do it on my cell phone. Hang on. All right.
The walkthrough to make sure they're meeting school safety components. That can't be done virtually. Boots on the ground in that case. The curriculum department.
Boots on the ground in that case. Wow. I just witnessed her say that a few weeks ago. We get along good, you know. And I'm not going to tell you what all that involved, but she was speaking before an official group of people. Let's just say that. Giving an overview. And she said the word boots on the ground, and it's in the movie The Dark Knight Rises. I found it fascinating. Michael, should we gematria boots on the ground? I mean, could the Lord be telling us something? I don't know. I would just, I'll do it myself. Just plain old boots on the ground. Well, what do you know? Her marriage number of 87. Remember, her marriage to me was 88. Her second marriage, there's the 127, which is from our number, our combined number times each year. You get the 127. I don't know if there's anything in this. So let me pause and see if there's anything telling. We get Apollyon rising, but obviously what we're looking for is a date. Would the Lord be cryptically giving us a date in his own way? Killing Donald Trump is in there. Who is what? The son of perdition. Wow. Donald Jesus Trump is in there. 1986. Well, there's a date of April 28, so it's at least a date, and October 31. We got two dates in here. Hang on, let me enter those. I didn't put them on our main thing, but I put them on, I'm just going to have one called dates. That's all. So anyway, let's get back. Where were we? What am I doing? Oh, let me pause and continue. All right, so now April 25th is popped up. So I will add that. You get a February 2-2 there. So we'll add that. Is there any more? Good grief. Okay, hang on. I had no idea you can go on forever with that, but is America going to be getting boots on the ground during the dark winter of February 22nd? You know, I don't know. That's the closest date I got to it. So let's just keep rolling. I just thought it was weird. I'll tell you something I saw was 24V on the truck where she's dying. 24V. And the X that comes across Los Estados Unidos is 2 solar eclipses of 2,422 days, which is a 24V or 2422, because V is your 24th. V is your 22nd letter. So it's 2422 days. And I just saw it a second ago. If I can't find it, I'll pause. So don't waste your time. Hang on. Took me forever to find it, so I renamed it X Across America because it was listed under eclipse. But that period of time from that date to that date is 24V or 2,422. So coincidence? easily could be a coincidence. 24V. I don't feel like they have anything in their movies, but sometimes because that truck was built for the movie. So the fact that you got a 24V there, I think says a lot. We're getting into Michael's gematria now. The cement company comes to November 3rd, which was election day. Trump wins. It also comes to Trump wins and election day. Save the children, which of course, as Batman, he was doing. And it comes to the Illuminati, President Pence, which would only take place if Trump is assassinated before Biden would take inauguration, or if Trump reverses election and then goes down. And of course, Joseph R. Biden Jr. is also in that. So thank you, Michael. That's the end of the pictures. So I guess that's the end of our breakdown. Is there anything else that I'm missing here? Let me pause for a second and think. Well, of course, you got to go to the comments, goofball, because we put Michael to work and look at all the stuff he's got. Wow. Hold on. There's a lot of comments. So we just read that one from Michael. And then the fire rises. The quote from Bain comes to Age of Aquarius, Tribulation, World War III. Wow. Is Michael our guy or what? Jamie says, haha, I wondered where you were. I didn't get the notifications. Oh, wow. That one statue you say is a man reminds me of the statue of Socrates, Plato, or Aristotle. Yeah, something like that, right? Aristotle I've seen before, just a guess, but it would make sense. Yeah, definitely somebody from their world. So yeah, Sir Francis Bacon is what came to mind, but that's not what they wore in the Sir Francis Bacon days. That man was wearing a long cloak, like more of what the time frame you're saying. Picture of Socrates, Aristotle. Yeah. Or those long garments. Sir Francis Bacon in his time. Yeah. Well, he's got the long, I don't know. He does got the beard. I don't know. But let's safely say it like this. Your guess is as good as mine. So thank you. And definitely wanted to share it. Plato, Socrates, that's all of their world. And Jamie said the movie, by the way, my next movie I'm going to watch, S. Darko. What is S. Darko? Came out in 2009. Here I was divorced. I want to tell you, I'm extremely excited about watching a movie rated 3.6. Ugh. Donnie Darko's little sister Samantha and her best friend Corey are on a cross-country road trip, but soon find themselves entangled in dangerous glitch in the time-space continuum. Why would I watch that movie? Well, it's a follow-up to Donnie Darko. So it's either to waste our time or in a very, very, very bad movie they have dropped the day Trump will get assassinated. There will be something that goes on that we will say that date. Why is that date prominent in this movie? So just like the gematria, looking for dates. So you look at the imdb.com title /TT. If you look at the web address, it's got the 127 in it. It does have 1231 in it, which is the Bible verse of Satan is the prince of this world. And the 127 is also in it. And of course, the 77. August 21st, it was released, and it says Italy. That is Donnie Darko. It says Donnie Darko's little sister, Samantha. Samantha Darko.
S. Darko is a 2009 movie directed by Chris Fisher, starring Davy Chase, Brianna Evigan, and Ed Westwick.
Donnie Darko's sister.
According to Vox, the film solidified Jake Gyllenhaal's status as a breakout star, transitioned Jenna Malone out of child stardom, and introduced fans to Jake's sister, Maggie Gyllenhaal, in what was only the second significant role of her film career.
Hang on a second. Okay, so in the movie Donnie Darko, he had a sister named Samantha, and it was not Maggie Gyllenhaal, who, of course, was in The Dark Knight, Maggie Gyllenhaal. Male or female, I don't know. I'm not an authority on that stuff. So that's Samantha. She has a July 24th birthday. And S. Darko came out. What date was S. Darko came out? July 24th. It was August 21st. Okay. Now, August 21st, 2017 is the eclipse date. Let's keep going. I think I'm wasting a lot of time with ridiculousness. But I am going to watch that next. A movie, Deep Thought. Let's take a look at Deep Thought.
Mando, thank you for coming. Many millions of...
For me to do this proper, without all of our hard work getting jacked up, let's go through
Years ago, a race of hyper-intelligent and dimensional beings got so fed up with the constant bickering about them.
Oh, well, this is that movie I was telling y'all about. Is this what you're... Are you just bringing up the movie? The movie Deep Thought is one of... with the... Oh, the movie Deep Thought is the one with the computer that has the answer to life, the universe, everything. The answer is 42. Which it's the number I wore in high school because I couldn't get 24. Again, Jesus is in Strong's Concordance, G, 2424. Well, what's in the middle of 24? And the heart of that number is 42. But that's when they began their genocide of the Jews and so forth. There's different reasons why they like 42. I did not think that was the name of the movie. So hang on just a second. Oh, it's called Hitchhiker's Guide Through the Galaxy. Yeah, that's the name of the movie. A Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. And
according to Wikipedia, The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy is a comedy science fiction series created by Douglas Adams.
That's the movie. And your question, hang on, I'll try to find the clip also. Well, it's got to be in this one too. Let's just do it.
Two of their brightest and best to design and build a stupendous supercomputer to calculate the answer to life, the universe, and everything.
That's it, like a cube. So is it the image of the beast is either going to be a computer cube, like the black cube that they love, or it's going to look like what we saw, the Batman, the Dark Knight Rises, what we were calling the image of the beast. It'll be more of like something that looks more human, not a box, not a cube.
Deep thought. We want you to tell us the answer.
Yeah.
The answer what?
The answer to life, the universe, everything. We'd really like an answer. Something simple.
You have to think about that. Return to this place in exactly 7.5 million years.
You finished? No, that's one. They go back.
I actually bought this DVD, never watched it. I was like, I was going to do all this investigation. And, I don't know if 42 spelled out what that would come to in gematria, Michael. But for sure. It says games, NASCAR, all of it has been staged for a long time. Well, I'm going to tell you something, Chuck Whitson. I'm glad I didn't know that until now, because I have really enjoyed watching all of those sports. But yeah, I can totally see it, can totally believe it. Totally. And thank you, Jamie, for answering that question that baffled me, what movie that was. Like I said, I've got the DVD. But all right, here's Michael. Master Wayne comes to Jesuit order, Mark of the Beast, Sons of Light. And of course, Trump is on the coin. Sons of Light. He is the Sons of Light against the Sons of Darkness. That one I should be able to find pretty quick because I think it's under the word coin. There it is. War of the Sons of Light. Lucifer is light. He's on Team Lucifer, which is the upside down pyramid, which is why that's what he's got on Trump. Tower of 6 by 6 by 6 bushes. Brilliant work, Michael. And again, Jamie, thank you for bringing that up too. Brilliant work, Jamie. Man, Michael did a lot of work, y'all. If I monetize my channel, I'd cut him a check. if I was making money off this thing. The Dark Knight Rises comes to the last Trump, Third World War, Agenda 2021, Black Lives Matter, and Last Antichrist, 007. He is the last. He is the 7 kings. So there's officially 7 biblical Antichrist, according to the Bible. Because that's what they mean by 7 kings, 5 have fallen. I'm sorry. There's officially 5 Antichrist. Nebuchadnezzar and Darius, the Mede, were not fallen. It says 5 are fallen of the 7. So there are 7 Antichrist figures. There are 5 Antichrist figures. Again, with the 5-pointed star. Pentagon. Satan's 5 I wills. 555. And this bill, they just, it's 500 million or 500, everything's 555, the 5 world. James Egan Holmes, a name given to the shooter at the Aurora movie theater for the official premiere of The Dark Knight Rises. I think that was The Dark Knight. The Aurora, Colorado movie shooting. Should be 2008.
According to Wikipedia,
You're right.
On July 20th, 2012, a mass shooting occurred inside a Century 16 movie theater in Aurora, Colorado, United States, during a midnight screening of the film The Dark Knight Rises.
Why did I think? I thought it was 2008 because he was dressed as the Joker. And he had the orange hair, and I thought Joker goes back to because the Joker wasn't in Dark Knight Rises. Now, okay, Michael, how dare you doubt Michael? Sorry about that, but very good. Thank you for that. So let's start over. It comes to 888, which comes to Donald J. Trump, nuclear weapon, Project Bluebeam. Wow. Okay. Project Bluebeam is what they say is a fake kind of thing. I think Project Bluebeam itself is a psyop. I don't think they're going to need to fake anything when the abyss is open. I think the fallen ones will be able to manifest. They're already in the computer. I don't think there's going to be fake anything going on. I think you're going to, when it says God shall send them a strong delusion that they will believe a lie, there ain't nothing fake there either. It's going to be very real stuff. But But the 888, that's big. Ra's al Ghul's Destiny comes to January 20th, Inauguration Day. Ooh, very interesting. 2021. What? Ra's al Ghul's Destiny comes to 2021. 2021. Wow. January 16th. That's what we're always looking for. We're always looking for the dates. Remember, January 16th came up in other items also that we looked up. That's why I need to start writing these down. Right? Need to start writing these dates down and what they came to. And shame on me, I haven't been. I've been reading what you've been doing and I haven't been logging them. So January 16th comes to Ra's al Ghul's Destiny. So I need to go ahead on and place that in there now. Okay. Love it. Can't we just go ahead and put 2021 since that also is part of it, which is on a Saturday. Remember, it's at 115 mark in the movie. So I equated that to January 15th when the right eye was shown. So, whew. Well, I don't know. We got what, 17 more days left, maybe till all hell breaks loose? I don't know. I don't know nothing. It's crazy. That's what this is. It's crazy. PA election results. Ooh, Pennsylvania election results. Something going to get switched. Is that it? The red horse is riding. The red horse is okay. The red horse is riding. So the war horse has taken to the scene. Ra's al Ghul's Destiny. All right. And my friend Viki, who I graduated with, is a personal friend. It's good to see her on here. Do you recall mentioning Lincoln and the copper connection from Enter the Stars videos? What's so funny is all my friends, they watch everybody else's videos. But Viki will actually come on and watch my videos too. I'm just busting on you, Viki. And I watch Enter the Stars, Viki, and I did come across the one where he talked about Pennyworth, Penny Lane. You got Penny Lane, the Beatles. You got the movie It, Pennyworth or something was the name. That movie Penny Dreadful, which is very dark. Ugh. I've watched some like clips of that and it just gave me the EBGBs. Lincoln's birthday is on February 12th. Okay, so she's throwing a target date at us. That could be. That's 2112. Well, didn't we see it 212? Boots on the Ground comes to 212. If you go back to that, look at Viki coming up maybe with some deep stuff here. Boots on the Ground comes to 212, Viki. And Lincoln's birthday is on February 12th. 212, 212. The year is 1809. That's Lincoln's birthday, February 12th. Okay. Good stuff. Let's keep going. Year 1809. all that, multiply them as 288. That's interesting. But I wanted to mention the Lincoln thing. Not sure if it means a thing or the numbers. I will look at it tomorrow. Thinking on Popeye, you know, getting that eye popped. He gets strongest when eating spinach, iron from the metal can technology. Ooh, oh, that's deep. That's good, Viki. That's good stuff. Into the mouth, body of man, clay. And olive is built like a stick woman. Name is olive oil. Do not hurt the oil in the wine. But of course, they're talking about crude oil, right? They're not talking about olive oil. But I was wondering about that when I thought about the Popeye. Do not hurt the oil and the wine. Are they talking about olive oil and wine, which are two Italian noted for like delicacies? You know, in other words, the elites will have their olive oil and their wine. I mean, are they really talking about oil, crude oil? I don't know. They could be talking about crude oil. And the olive is like a twig or olive branch. And Brutus. Yeah, the brute beast, right? The brute beast. Because that's what the goats are. Basically, they have the mind of a brute beast, which is what Nebuchadnezzar was thrown to. So anyway, I love y'all very much. Viki, Michael, Jamie, Chuck. Super big time, much appreciated. Applesauce, love it. Love you all. Hope this makes sense. I hope we covered everything we need to cover. All right, bye.